Marty's garden is all about compost worms, composting, farming worms indoors and out, and growing some of the most awesome food around. You can learn how by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the bell so you don't miss any of my videos.
Welcome world to the Marty's Garden Show.
G'day my friends, Marty Ware here from martysgarden.com.au with another exciting video for you today to do with microgreens and vermicomposting, basically growing the microgreens at home using your worm castings and other things such as compost and cocoa peat and stuff like that. I'm not going to get so much into the how-to, but what I do is want to show you and talk about why. So let's bring them across here. Oh, look at these. Yummy microgreens, all grown organically, and three of my favourites here lined up in a tray, especially for you. Now, microgreens, they're a huge subject, so I could go on for hours talking about these, but I thought, you know what, I really need to make another video about microgreens and show you my three favourites and why. Now, I'm growing these in the middle of summer. I start them in the worm cave, just on a rack in the dark, and then slowly bring them out into the sun. Now I've got one over here that I'll just grab and show you what they sort of look like when they first get started. So see they're yellow there like that, and Karen, you can grab the other one that's underneath the middle there that's got no lid on it.
This one?
Yes please. And you can see they're like yellow. That's because they haven't actually hit the sun yet. And so once they do, then they'll sort of like photosynthesize and go green. And that's the rocket. And they'll grow like this, and as they get bigger, it turns into like this big fluffy afro. So what we've got here is we've got radish. So the purple ones are called purple sungo radish, just the normal green radishes. And then we've got rocket arugula. So we've got two sort of spicy ones, the radish flavour, pepper flavour, and then more of the buttery flavour, which is the sunflower. Now sunflowers, I find the sunflower seed that I've got lately, the sprouting's been a bit irregular, so you'll get a lot come up over time. With these ones, they're all coming up at once. So I'm going to push them away. And Karen, she's behind the camera at the moment, and she is going to do the camera work. So I'm going to just talk about microgreens a little bit here, and she can pick the camera up if you like, Karen. Look, there we go. Ta-da! I can't even see myself on screen. Normally it's flipped around like that. So how you going, Karen? You good?
Good.
Thanks for doing the camera work yet again. So my story with microgreens, I grew them for quite a while before I became a microgreens farmer. So a micro farmer selling different salad mixes and things to the restaurants and beautiful fresh food like this. Now you can see that they're falling over because they've been out in the rain, enjoying that beautiful rain that we've got. And these are going to go onto our lunch today. We're making chicken schnitzel sandwiches, like a chicken schnitzel burger sort of thing. So these will go onto the sandwich with the rocket. Now I'll just grab the mix here and give you a little bit of a look of what these are growing in. Oopsie daisy. That was not good. I'll have to clean that up. That's the cocoa peat. Anyway, we've got a mixture here of cocoa peat and vermicompost. And that's pretty much what they're growing in. And I raise my seedlings in mixes like that using compost, vermicompost and cocoa peat to raise my seedlings at home. And I've got a course over at martysgarden.com.au teaching you how to grow organic seedlings. If you're interested in that, there'll be a link down below there. So who are microgreens for? Well, microgreens are really for people that want to eat healthy. Because they're like just loaded full of nutrients. They're really tasty. So if you're eating a lot of greens, a lot of people think there's not a lot of a flavour associated around greens. Well, these are just flavour packed. And so if you add them to salads and all different types of meals, they really boost the flavours out. And also they're really good for small space gardeners or people that are lacking a bit of time that want to grow their own fresh food. Because these guys are only around about 6 or 7 days old now, maybe only 6 days old. And I can harvest them already and let them go for another couple of days, and then they would be finished because they would come out of the second leaf. And by that time, radish especially, when it comes out the second leaf, I find that leaf, it's a bit sort of fluffy, where the rocket, you can let it grow on and on and on. It's just beautiful. And the sunflower, you really want to harvest them at around about that size. And not too much sunlight. You want them to grow long, so when you eat the stems, they're like crunchy and watery and beautiful. And one reason why I don't grow these in hydroponics is because I find that I get a better flavour, and also the cell around the outside, so the cell membrane on these plants is actually much stronger, and they will stand up and they'll last longer in the fridge. So if I harvest these and I don't use them all, I can put them in a little container, and 3 or 4 days later I can still eat them just like that. Beautiful, beautiful radish flavour. So I've got lots of videos about growing microgreens on my channel, so you just need to search through and just have a look for the microgreens videos. There's tons in there. They're really great, they're really awesome, and if you're into worm farming and you want to grow food fast, healthy, fresh, tasty food fast, that'll blow people away, microgreens are the way to go. If you'd like to see more videos about microgreens and raising seedlings and what I'm doing here, I can show you sort of behind the scenes as I'm going along what's coming out here of the worm cave and heading out into the garden with some different plants that I'm growing this time of year in the heat of summer, which most people think is pretty hard to do. All right, I'm going to put these back out the back. Oh, I better clean this mess up first. So, all right, make sure you click on the link down below if you want to learn how to grow seedlings or learn how to farm worms, and head over to martysgarden.com.au. Karen, you got any questions?
No, I don't today.
No questions? Oh, we're going to clean that mess up. I'm not happy about that. Bye for now.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my